Have you ever found yourself thinking about someone over and over again, no matter how much you try to shift your focus elsewhere? Even when you are occupied with daily tasks, resting, or engaged in deep thought, their presence lingers in your mind. It's as if their image refuses to fade, constantly returning at unexpected moments. But have you ever taken a step back and truly reflected on why this happens? Could there be something deeper behind these persistent thoughts? In Islam, we understand that nothing occurs without a reason. Every thought that crosses our minds is not without purpose. There is always wisdom behind it, whether we comprehend it immediately or come to realize it later. Sometimes, when a person repeatedly appears in our thoughts, it could be a sign from Allah. Other times, it might serve as a test, an opportunity to uncover where our heart truly belongs. But what does it actually signify when someone constantly occupies your mind? Is it a divine message, a sign of love, a lesson to learn, or is it a reminder of something greater? Could it be a pathway leading you towards something beneficial, or is it a distraction pulling you away from what truly matters? Today, we will explore the deeper spiritual meaning behind this experience. Through the Quran and Hadith, we will seek to understand why certain individuals remain in our thoughts and what it could mean for us. Stay with me until the end of this discussion, as it may reveal something profound about your own life, something you may never have realized before. The heart and its connection to our thoughts. The human heart is not merely a physical organ that beats within our chest. It is the center of our emotions, our consciousness, and our spiritual bond with Allah. Every feeling we experience and every thought that lingers in our mind is intricately connected to the state of our heart. Allah reminds us in the Quran, "Verily, it is not the eyes that grow blind, but it is the hearts which are in the breasts that grow blind." Surah Al-Hajj 22:46. This verse conveys a powerful message. True understanding does not come from what we see with our physical eyes, but rather from what we perceive with our hearts. Sometimes, when you find yourself continuously thinking about someone, it is because your heart is engaged. But the real question remains, why? Is it because you love this person? Are you concerned about their well-being? Or is it a divine warning from Allah? Our thoughts are never without reason, and understanding them requires deep introspection. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized the significance of the heart when he said, "There is a piece of flesh in the body. If it is sound, the whole body is sound. But if it is corrupt, the whole body is corrupt. Verily, it is the heart." Sahih al-Bukhari 52. This hadith highlights a crucial truth. Our thoughts, actions, and even our worldview are shaped by the condition of our hearts. If our hearts are filled with goodness, they will guide us toward righteousness. However, if they are clouded with confusion, distractions, or desires, our thoughts can mislead us. So, when someone repeatedly enters your mind, take a moment to reflect. Is their presence in your thoughts because Allah is trying to teach you something? Is it a sign to reach out to them, pray for them, or assist them? Or is it a reminder to purify your heart and seek clarity? When your heart continuously directs your thoughts toward a person, it is an opportunity for self-reflection. Turn to Allah, seek His guidance, and ask Him to reveal the wisdom behind these thoughts. For when the heart is guided by faith, it never strays, a sign or a test. Understanding the deeper meaning. When a person frequently occupies your thoughts, you might naturally wonder, is this a sign from Allah? Does it mean this person is destined to be in your life? Or is it a trial, a test of your patience and self-control? Not every recurring thought is a divine sign. Sometimes it is a test. Allah tests His servants in various ways, including through the people who enter our hearts and minds. Some come as blessings, while others serve as lessons or trials. Allah tells us in the Quran, "And we test you with evil and with good as a trial, and to us you will be returned." Surah Al-Anbiya 21:35. This verse teaches us that both the good and the challenging experiences in our lives are part of Allah's divine plan. They serve to purify our hearts, shape our character, and strengthen our faith. So, when someone keeps appearing in your thoughts, it is essential to discern whether it is a meaningful sign or a test of your willpower. If these thoughts are causing distractions in your worship, pulling you away from the remembrance of Allah, or leading to emotional distress, they may be a trial rather than a blessing. However, if they inspire you to make dua for that person, to seek goodness for them, or to help them in some way, then perhaps they carry a greater purpose. To determine whether these thoughts are a sign from Allah or a test of your faith, ask yourself, does thinking about this person bring me closer to Allah or further away? Does it bring peace to my heart, or does it create restlessness and anxiety? Does it inspire me to do good, or does it lead me toward sin? If these thoughts encourage sincerity, kindness, and a stronger connection with Allah, they may hold wisdom. But if they create confusion, emotional turmoil, or an attachment that weakens your faith, then they could be a test that requires you to purify your heart and seek refuge in Allah. Sometimes, the true challenge is not in the thought itself, but in how we respond to it. By turning to Allah for guidance, we can gain clarity and avoid being misled by worldly desires or distractions. Love, destiny, or an illusion? One of the most common reasons someone repeatedly enters our thoughts is love or emotional attachment. The heart naturally gravitates toward those we feel connected to, whether through shared experiences, admiration, or deep emotions. But does this mean that Allah is bringing you and this person together? Or is it simply a fleeting emotion that must be understood in light of Qadr, Allah's divine decree? The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Souls are like recruited soldiers. Those that recognize one another unite in harmony, and those that do not recognize one another are at odds." Sahih Muslim 2638. This hadith explains why some people remain in our thoughts. It may be a connection of the soul. However, in Islam, love alone is not sufficient to determine destiny. What truly matters is whether Allah has written this person into your life. If Allah has decreed for two people to be together, He will create the right circumstances for it to happen in a lawful and pure way. There will be no need to chase or force it. It will unfold naturally according to His wisdom. But if you find yourself thinking about someone who is distant, unavailable, or pulling you away from your faith, it may be a sign that you need to let go. Sometimes the purpose of these persistent thoughts is not to lead you toward that person, but to redirect your focus toward Allah's greater plan for you. Instead of clinging to your own desires, trust in Allah's decree. If this person is truly meant for you, Allah will unite you in a way that is best for your dunya and akhirah. And if they are not meant for you, then no amount of overthinking will change Allah's plan.